If you want to make your first 100,000, hands down the best business online that you can start right now without having to trade or worry about like market volatility is hands down. I'm telling you, it's content clipping. I know this because I'm a business owner right now. I generate over 6 figures a month and I've made millions of dollars on the internet, and I need content clippers really bad. If I were to boil down the number one strategy right now for organic social media, it is content clipping, or UGC, which is user generated content, which is another form of content clipping. But content clippings, it's just, the reason why it's so good is it solves so many problems. So if you're a new up and coming person, this is the skill set you should probably do. Here's why. I'll give you a couple examples. Number one, the business owner, he doesn't have to put in any time. Okay. So if he already has a brand, you could just use his content and make money. If he doesn't have a brand, it's a small amount of time. You just tell him to do an hour podcast. Hey, do an hour podcast. You got yourself 50 to 100 clips. That's the first reason. It's a very little bit of, like, not too much time. And when you're dealing with people with a lot of money, they don't care about the fee, the monthly fee. It's not about money for them. It's about time for them. You're saving them time. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you can't stop the brand. Here's what I mean. If you're doing content clipping effectively, you'll have 10 to 20 different pages, okay? And through these 10 to 20 different places, if one of them gets banned, right, then you could just spin up another one. That's really important because a lot of people generate all of their money on social media only to get their content banned by YouTube because they said something that they didn't like, right? This gives a concept of anti-fragility. Their brand becomes more resilient. The third thing is the outlier effect. If you could produce a viral reel, which you will if you put in the work, right? Let's say you get a client, you produce 100 new reels for them, like that they have never had before, just like new content from their long form content, right? You produce all these reels. Let's say you get an outlier. Let's say there's one of them that goes viral. Now you've officially created virality for them. And you can repeat and spam that over and over again to all of your different social medias. You can rework that viral reel. Essentially, one viral reel can be reworked and reposted to infinity. And that's where it gets really crazy, because now not only are you taking the work of them having to make content off their table, but you're now generating real views and real sales to their actual website or wherever they sell. That's extremely important. That's where you can leverage yourself. Here's another one. If you do it right, you own the brands. So if you actually generate revenue to the person's business, then what happens is you're leveraging yourself. There could be a period of time where they want to stop paying you and you'd be like, well, look, like you ain't getting none of this. I got 25 of your brands. Like you're leveraging yourself. You're getting kind of like brand equity in their brand, right? So this is a very safe, and this skill, I'm telling you, the skill of virality on the internet is so lucrative. And by the way, content clipping is just clipping other people's content and posting on their behalf. So this is what I would do to make my first 6 figures if I was starting from scratch, from zero, especially if I didn't know nothing. I would learn how to go viral content clipping nonstop, and get as many customers and clients as I possibly can.